What's up, gamers? Today I have a pretty dang cool video for you guys. This is a reshell of a Palkia Dialga DS Lite limited edition console. This has a super weird issue. Listen to this. You hear that? How low pitched that sounds? This is what it's supposed to sound like. Not low pitched like this. This sounds sick. Like, honestly, in my opinion, that sounds super ominous. I've never came across a DS that did this. Maybe it's a part of the motherboard that they used, or the speakers or whatever. I'm not sure, but we will be fixing that in today's video. I will first be swapping it with this board to see if that will fix the issue. So, let's pop this sucker open and try to fix it. We got all the screws out. Let's see how difficult this thing is to open. I despise third-party shells. They're just a pain. Oh, the shoulder buttons didn't stick. Okay, that's cool. What is this? Look at the Wi-Fi chip there. And what the heck of a warranty sticker is that supposed to be? City Cellular Communications? Dude, that's whack. Look at how badly they soldered the board. They soldered new shoulder buttons in, and just look at all of the... I don't know if they didn't clean up the flux. No, man, they didn't clean that up. That's shameful. Look how bad it is around this one, too. Man, okay, well, alright. Let's continue. Oh, dude, look at that. I bet you they used some kind of... This is not a regular top screen connector. This is a top screen to bottom screen converter. So this is a bottom LCD screen. This is not a top screen. It's a bottom LCD screen. So this could be causing the audio issue very easily because audio is carried through the top screen. Dude, look at how bad this solder job is. Like, I'm bad at soldering, but I think I could do a little prettier than that. And so yeah, this motherboard is also third party. We can tell by the print. Look at the SWR, SWU, look at all that over there. And then look at this. It's more uniform, it's more clean. And then let's look at the Nintendo logos. The Nintendo logos actually look pretty similar, but again, look at the VR3 on here, and then the VR3 on there. It's just a night and day difference between the font that they used. And yeah, this board. So hopefully this is the board that's causing that audio issue and not the top screen converter. But we will see here in a second. Let's get this bottom screen plugged into our authentic Nintendo motherboard. Alright, let's get this fake top screen plugged in. Look how difficult it is to route the mic cable. None of these connections where the cable is supposed to fit snug into, it just doesn't fit. That's just it's one of the many reasons why I do not like third-party shells. They are just really hard to work with. So I'm gonna get this mic cable seated properly. Let's get this Wi-Fi antenna under the cartridge slot. I'm going to use a different Wi-Fi chip, just in case that was causing the issue for some odd reason. Alright, I'm gonna get 2 screws into here, and I'm gonna test it. Let's hook up this battery, see what happens. Aha! I fixed it. So this motherboard, for some reason, has lower pitched sound. Let's hear it one more time. And let's hear it versus this. Same thing. Okay, so this board is spooky. This board has something up to it. I don't know what. It is third party though, so I'm not surprised. But yeah, I'll keep this board for now. I'll maybe keep it for a future project if I ever want a DS with lower pitched sound to make it sound spooky. Let's get this guy reassembled. If you guys are enjoying this video, if you guys are liking the content, please consider subscribing. Only like less than 10% of my viewers are subscribed, and I'm really trying hard to make this channel go places. So a subscribe or a like would really help out. See how rough that just goes on? It should not go on that rough, dude. And like, look at the shoulder buttons. They're being pinched. Poor guys. They shouldn't be like that. Get the battery in here, make sure it all works perfectly. Got that sound fixed. Everything works. Get this battery door back in place. Alright guys, this is another reason why I absolutely despise third-party shells. We're missing the metal piece for the screw to latch onto in there. So now you're telling me I have to take this back apart to get that piece back in there. And I don't even know where it went. That'll be a disaster. But I guess I gotta fix it, so. Let's see if we can't find that. Yep, there it is. It just fell right out. And this is also whenever I reshell a DS with a third-party shell, I always use a piece of tape to stick it in there. But these guys did not think that through. Something really annoying right now is this thing is magnetized and it is not cooperating at all. Like, just look at this thing, dude. I only have these plastic tweezers, but look at how huge the tips are, dude.
1,000 years later.
I have no choice but to cut. And cut. So now, hopefully I can just lay this on here. Cut out a piece of tape to put over it.
Hell no, man. What the?
It did, we got it. Cool. Let's get these good old third-party rubber feet in there. Alright. Make sure the audio still works. There we go, it does. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it. There's a big reason why I don't like third-party shells. It took me around 20 minutes to reassemble this console, when it should have taken, what, 2? If it were an authentic one, but yeah. We got it all working. That's all good. No more spooky sound issues. That sticks with the board. If you guys like this video, if you guys want to see more content, feel free to give a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel, and subscribe. I got more Palkia Dialga DS Lite content on the way too. If you'd like to see this console be restored, I will be doing that, so stick around for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.